Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome in. It's your boy Rob. Today we have a special interview with Adria Tennor, who's an actress, a director, a writer, and a business owner. It was great talking to her. She's starring in a web series called Fetish. You guys can watch it on YouTube or Instagram TV. It was amazing talking to her. Super sweet, super humble, really funny, really pretty. It was an absolute honor talking to her, and I hope to talk to her again soon. So yeah, guys, enjoy this. Remember, you could watch it on YouTube. Just search for The Flame Entertainment and Sports. You could also listen to it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Another thing, before we start, make sure to head to goalie.com to try the world's first apple cider vinegar gummies. That's goalie, GOLI.com, and use code TFES for 10% off your order. If you love t-shirts or hoodies, make sure to head to belovedshirts.com. That's beloved, BELOVED, shirts.com, and use code ROB15 for 15% off your order. Yeah, thank you guys again. Thank you to Adria. Enjoy, everyone. Okay, so Adria, thank you for taking the time today. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm excited.
All right, let's do it. So first question I have for you. So what inspired you and Kristen Tracy to create Fetish?
So I am always looking for ways to get to act, and I don't like to wait for someone to pick me to do stuff. I like to pick myself. So I had this idea, I had this character that I tend to get cast as, which is a seemingly normal woman next door who's actually doing something crazy, like dealing porn out of her living room or something. Like something you would not think that this normal suburban-looking woman would be doing. So I won a fellowship to a screenwriting camp kind of thing. And Kristen had also won the fellowship, was a finalist. And we met and I liked her. And so I started to pitch her ideas. She's a very, very accomplished young adult novelist, very accomplished, in writing comedy. So yeah, I just pitched her this idea and we finessed it into Fetish, which is about a woman who is freshly divorced, down and out, single mom, and she gets abducted by an S&M dog masked fetishist who's obsessed with literature, and he dresses her in a fur bikini and asks her to read to him from Uncle Tom's Cabin, and then lets her go free unscathed. And so she goes home and researches what's happened to her and discovers this whole world of fetishism and fetish fulfillment and thinks oh, maybe this is something I could do to make money. That I think she's actually in the encounter with the abductor pretty it's scintillating for her. She's excited by it because it isn't violent. I mean, it's not she's not in any, she doesn't, I mean, even though she feels worried about what's going to happen to her, he doesn't harm her. So.
All right. So was it a group or individual decision to broadcast Fetish on YouTube and Instagram TV?
Well, we talked about it. We talked about our options. That was, I mean, I feel like nothing is solely my executive decision. I like to defer, and I think, so I always want to have the collaboration of everybody to the point where they're like, Adria, we trust you. So I probably should just, make more executive decisions. But I mean, that's one of the reasons I like to make film and television, is that it's a collaborative group thing. It's not, I like working with a group.
No, I love that you said that. Yeah, I'm exactly the same way.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, next one. So what's your favorite thing about playing Paula Wheeler?
Well, I mean, I just really do love that character of this woman that I hope the audience roots for. She's not on top of everything, but she's clawing furiously to get on top of it and to get control and fight back. And in a way that's winning and appealing, I hope. You know, we she's an underdog, and we want her to win, and she's funny. And I also love that cringe worthy comedy where something's happening to someone, which is Paula, which is me, and it's really funny, but it's like, oh God. You know, like I think that what I've been told, and that's kind of the characters I play a lot, and I have been told by people, especially women writers, women creators of characters, that it's something women aren't as excited to do. I think women are afraid to look goofy and dorky, less and less, which is good. So I think it's a good thing for media, for us to see these women, like, you know, trying really hard and failing. So yeah.
Honestly,
Like,
I love what you said about like the cringe like comedy.
yes.
I'm a huge comedy fan. That's my favorite.
Oh, good. What do you like?
I love like my favorite show, like my favorite comedy show is The Office. That's my I watch it every night.
And that is like completely cringeworthy.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
And that's what's so, I think it's very British, that kind of comedy.
All right, this next question. So One Tree Hill is like my favorite show of all time. So like I have to ask, what was it like working with Allison Munn in Fetish?
She is a pro. She's worked so much. She's, you know, really accomplished comedian. Her facial expressions are amazing. She takes direction really. I mean, you just tell her one thing and she's got it. She's also one of the loveliest people on the planet. Super kind, generous, you know, very committed to to politics and to the world and to making the world a better place. She has a beautiful family. She's just like, I met her in knitting class, actually. Yeah, that's how we met. She's just, you know, been a friend for a long time, and is just, I cannot say enough nice things about Allison Munn.
No, that's awesome to hear that.
Yeah.
So this next question is also about someone else you've worked with. So like, what was it like working with Adam Sandler and You Don't Mess with the Zohan?
He was also very lovely, really kind, generous. I have a story about him. I went to my costume fitting at the studio while the movie was already being shot, so he was working, and I think that one of his protocols that he likes is he likes to meet the actor before you work. I'm sure a lot of people are intimidated or nervous, so I think it kind of sets their mind. I think it's just it's a lovely gesture.
For
so
sure, yeah.
I got my costume fitted, and then I went down to meet Adam, and he said, "Oh, you know, thanks for doing this." He came off the set and shook my hand and said, "Thank you so much for doing this." And I said, "Thank you." And I walked all the way back to my car, which was quite a long walk from the studio, from the soundstage to the parking lot. And I got in my car and I checked myself in my rear view mirror, and I had this piece of steak right here. Yeah, but he was great. He went to NYU as well, and he had, I don't know how he knew that I'd gone to NYU. He must have looked it up, which is very kind of him. We talked about that. Yeah, he's just super funny, just a real generous actor as well.
Nah, it makes me super happy. He's my favorite actor. Like, I've grown up watching all his movies. So that's great to hear. All right, so to move away from like your acting career, so I read online that you own like multiple restaurants. So
Yes.
So what's your favorite like thing about owning a restaurant?
I've always loved restaurants. I love food. I love cooking. I'm really interested in that. I love wine. When I got out of college, I got a job waitressing, and I really liked it. It's very social. I'm a very social person. I think that waitressing and being in a restaurant gets you out of your head. I think as an actor, it's very, you're very isolated and alone. And it was a way, like, I got out of my apartment every day and I went to be with a bunch of people. And it's also the kind of thing where you have to, you can't be thinking about something else because there's so much to be coordinating and remembering. So you really have to be present. And, there were days where I really didn't want to go to work. But I always told myself on the way to the restaurant that those are usually the days where I meet someone that was, cool or, going to help me. I built a lot of my resume. The first few credits on my resume are from people that I waited on.
Wow.
And then, it was great to go from being a waitress to being a proprietor because it just gives me I feel like the other thing about acting is that we want so much from other people. Like, we need jobs, we need agents, we need so much that we can't do for ourselves. So it's just nice to be in the position of being able to give to somebody else. So, like, casting people, producers, directors, they would come to the restaurant and suddenly I was in a position to bring them a glass of Prosecco or a little appetizer or send them a dessert. So it's something I am able to give and to make someone else feel seen and good and, value, like it made them value me, I feel like. Anyway.
That's amazing to hear. That says a lot about you as a person. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I also I just want to say, if anyone's listening who's an actor, I feel like actors, we always have to do these day jobs because acting is so up and down and it's not a steady gig, and I think a lot of times actors, artists, whoever's in that position, they resent, they feel like it says something bad about them, that they have to be in that position, that they're not making enough money as an artist to do their, to just do their thing and not have to waitress. But I really feel like it's important to embrace where you are and know that where you are is a gift if you choose to open your eyes to the gift you're being given. And like I said, and I'll say it again, I got a lot of work and I still continue to get work from those people that I met in those businesses in that situation.
Wow. Yeah. So the place you were a waitress, it was at the River Cafe, right? In Brooklyn.
That was one of the places I worked, many places in Los Angeles. At Campanile, which is not open anymore, but it was a landmark. It was beautiful.
Wow. Yeah, and the River Cafe, actually, I went in November with my family. It was beautiful. Great food, great service. I loved it.
Yeah, it's a special place. It really feels special. It really feels special there.
For sure. All right, so when someone goes to your restaurant, and they ask you, what should I order? What do you usually recommend to them?
I like this. It depends. I have 2 restaurants now. Yeah. And the menu changes all the time. I definitely I guess if you ask me right now, I'd tell you the steak because it's what I'm craving. I like white wine. I like Austrian Riesling, dry Rieslings. So I'd recommend those. The cocktails at Alacqua are amazing, so I would push those. Yeah, I like a lot. I like everything. Nice. I kind of like to figure out what somebody else is into and help them guide them from there.
Got you. So yeah, speaking of food, my family actually owns and operates a chain of Cuban bakeries here in Miami. It's called Vicky Bakery, and
that's.
And we would love to ship you some pastries from the bakery.
Okay, bring it.
No, yeah.
You only asked me twice.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, yeah, I know you'll enjoy them for sure.
Oh, that's so great. I love that.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had Cuban pastries. That sounds incredible.
Yeah, actually, it's gonna be like guava pastries and cream cheese pastries. So
Okay.
yeah, I think you'll enjoy them for sure.
Okay.
If you want right now, if you have like a message or anything you want to say to like the people watching and listening, you go ahead.
Well, I really want people to watch Fetish, and I'd love to hear what people think. I think people are watching it, but I think people tend to not comment. So it's hard for us to know what people like, what they want to see. So yeah, I guess watch Fetish. I'm going to tell you the way to watch it. Yeah, I mean, on Facebook, it's Fetish Series. Okay. On Instagram, it's Fetish the Series, and Twitter is Fetish the Series too. You can find it all those places. Yeah, so I just would love it if people watched and liked and shared and told me what they think.
Perfect. Yeah, we'll be sure to like put all the links in the description, and we'll be sure to share it like all over social media for sure.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and if you want, like, where can the people find you on social media?
I'm just Adria Tennor, really easy to find. So it's ADRIA TENNOR. And I'm Adria Tennor everywhere. Adria Tennor on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. A TikTok is Fetish Series. I've decided to just stay on Fetish Series, but yeah. So
all right, awesome. Yeah, you guys heard it. So go check her out. Go follow her. Yeah, Adria, thank you again for taking the time today. It was an honor to talk to you. Hope to talk to you again.
Me too. Thank you. It was an honor to talk to you.
Awesome. Thank you.